Hey Geograpeeps, so next week we're going to upload the next episodes of Geography Go. It's going to be really cool. You're going to see me in Japan, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and New Zealand. In light of Geography Go coming, I'd like to address a question that a lot of you guys have had. Barbie, how do you do it? How do you travel? Doesn't it cost a lot of money? How do you pick the places that you go to? Stuff like that. So you are in for a treat because today I'm about to impart some of my secrets upon you. When it comes to choosing a country or the activities that I do and stuff like that, I usually follow 7 branches of criteria. Here. What? No worries. I'm filming at a nursing facility right now, so yeah. Number 1, culture. How vibrant, intact, rich, and distinct and well-maintained is the historical roots of this place? You know, how well does it mesh and cooperate with mainstream globalized Western values? Number 2, landmarks. This can be both physical and man-made. How well is the architecture, the monuments, the civil engineering, the landscape, stuff like that. Number 3, customs and traditions. How well can I be caught off guard in terms of culture shock with people that go about their daily lives with different mindsets and formats. Number 4, logistics. You know, is it cost effective? Is it easy to get around? Will I need a visa? Where will I stay? Who do I know that's over there? Will I need immunization? Which, by the way, I've gotten by with skipping those a few times. Number 5, what will gratify my senses the most? What can I see, smell, touch, hear, taste at this place? Now, these last 2 categories are a little more tactical and unique to my personal style of travel because you kind of have to do a lot of research to get it done just right. Number 6, border proximity. I love traveling to places that are really close to the borders of other countries, so that way I can kind of like kill 2 or 3 or 4 birds with one stone by just crossing the border with like a public bus. This way, you know, unless if you're traveling through like the EU, you can get more stamps on your passport and countries to check off the list. This is one of the reasons why I chose Singapore, because for Singapore, you can literally just take like an hour-long ferry ride to Indonesia, or you could just cross the bridge into Malaysia. So I did both. And finally, number 7, how touristy is it? Now this is kind of like a multi-layered category because for me, there are 5 levels of places that rank on the poop care index, or prevalence of other people crowding around ruining everything. For me, this is very important because I don't really do very well with crowds. I mean, some people do, I don't. It drives me crazy. I can't stand being in a large group of people who are all like trying to get selfies and no. So here are the levels. Level 1, full domain. This is the best level. You have the entire place to yourself and you are free to frolic about joyfully and gleefully in all of the wondrous creation set before you. Level 2, Tagalongs. You know, you're in a remote area, but you know, you bump into a few other intrepid backpackers that are kind of chill, you know. They may or may not share a part of your adventure with you, but in the end, you'll probably share Facebook info. Level 3, the organized outskirts. I'm talking about places that aren't usually like bustling hotspots for large crowds, but there's always like a tour guide and there's like a group of elderly European people with camcorders and hiking sticks thinking that they're experiencing something exotic. Level 4, cattle call. This is the place where you always have to like wait in line, pay overpriced tickets. Everybody wants to see the same thing you're looking at. You know, somebody brought their screaming kid who doesn't want to be there, and there's always like this musty, damp smell of impending disappointment looming throughout the area the entire time. And finally, level 5, look, as someone with Asian roots, okay, I know this one firsthand, all right? You know what I'm talking about. When you look beyond the horizon and see the massive legions, mostly made up of Chinese, slowly encroaching step by step by the hordes with their oversized face visors, hospital masks, vests, pleated pants, and floral blouses, all being led by one person holding a triangle flag with a corporate logo. If you've gone this far, you know you've reached the pinnacle of social capacity. It's just kind of like a standard that a lot of travelers live by. Back in the 90s, this used to be the Americans, but now it's the Chinese. Speaking of Americans and Chinese, I'm gonna have to mention Audible again. We love Audible. They've been helping out Geography Now for a while. I found a great book. I'm currently listening to it. I gotta recommend it to you guys. It's called Prisoners of Geography by Tim Marshall. This guy talks all about regional discrepancies and disputes within all the areas of the world. He talks about Russia, China, Africa, Europe, even Greenland. And guess what? If you use the link audible.com/geography, you can get this book for a free 30-day trial. It's amazing. And if you love Audible, just sign up with them. It's totally worth it. And they don't even have just books. They also have like shows and comedy and news. So once again, that's audible.com/geography. Free 30-day trial if you'd like it. Sign up with Audible. Great stuff. Love you guys, Audible. Thank you so much for helping out Geography Now. Taking all of that into consideration, the 7 branches of criteria and the 5 levels of tourism, then I start to look into flight prices. You know, typically Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are the cheapest days to fly. Try to research when off-peak season is because that's when you can usually get the most ridiculously cheap deals. And there are some some search engines out there that just default to the cheapest day. After that, then I start looking for accommodations. Here's the thing, like I almost never stay at hotels. Not trying to like toot my own horn, but after like 10 years of doing this whole business thing, I kind of have a lot of connections to a lot of people across the globe. I'm just saying, it took me like over 10 years to develop that Rolodex. So whenever I personally travel somewhere, I probably have a connection to somebody who knows somebody in that area. But not everybody has that luxury. So if you are one of those people that doesn't, I would recommend maybe couch surfing. I know a lot of you Geograpeeps are already on couch surfing. It's a great source. I like it. I've used it. Or, you know, the good old-fashioned way, just make friends with people. I'm very fortunate because I live in a city that is incredibly diverse. Over 200 different languages are spoken here from over 150 different types of ethnicities. You know, over the years, this has really helped me greatly in my travels because there's always like a connection. So I guess that's probably my biggest piece of advice. Make friends. Make friends with people who are from other places, and then you'll see how far you can go. So I hope you'll like the Geography Go episodes when they come out, and the next update video, I'll be telling you guys my top 10 travel destinations. So stay tuned for that. All right, cool. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for your support. Have a good one.